I'm going to show you how to make a scrollable text frame. So this is where you have a large piece of text on the page, but you don't want to display all of that text. You only want to display a small amount of it and then allow your users to scroll through to see the rest of the text. So I'm here in InDesign. I'm just going to go to File and New and create a new document. And I need to make sure that when I'm creating any of these kind of interactive features such as scrollable content, scrollable text, videos, buttons, multi-state galleries, that I need to make sure that the intent is set to digital publishing. So these kind of interactive features will only work on the digital publishing side. So make sure the intent is set to there. I've got it set to iPad. I'm going to take off the tick for primary text frame because that just gets in the way, and then I'm going to click OK. I'm going to pick up my type tool and I'm just going to draw out a nice big long text frame, and then I'm going to go to the type menu and fill that with placeholder text just for this example. Okay, so that's my frame that has my text in it. Now I only want to display about a third of the height of this frame and then allow users to scroll through that to see the rest of the text that's hidden below. To do that, you need to create a rectangle frame and draw that so it is slightly wider, and I'll explain why it needs to be slightly wider later on, but it needs to be slightly wider than your text frame and about the third of the height is what we said. So there we go, there's my rectangle frame. So I'm just going to drag it off so you can clearly see it. So you do need two frames. You need one that contains the text and you need one that the text is then going to sit inside of. So I'm going to select this text now, go to the edit menu and choose cut, come back to my other frame and go to edit and paste into. And that puts the text inside of this frame. So let's just move the whole thing. Now if you click on this little circle here, you can grab that text, look, that's inside, so it creates like a little window for you to view your text through on, and I'm just going to place that towards the top. Now the reason that this frame needed to be slightly wider was because there's going to be a scroll bar, and if the frame was the same width, then the scroll bar would appear over the top of the text and you would not be able to read the text on this edge. So I'm going to make the frame, make sure it's a little bit wider so that it can accommodate the scroll bar that is going to appear on the side there. Okay, once you've done that, you can just select your frame. You then need to go to the window menu and you need to go to Folio Overlays, and that will open up this panel window here. And if I scroll down through that, I'm looking for Scrollable Frame, which is found at the bottom. And I need the scroll direction to be vertical, so it's going to scroll up and down rather than horizontal. And I'm just going to use the document position for this, so it will fix it in this place. In terms of the scroll indicators, I do want the scroll bar on, but if you didn't want the scroll bar, you could switch it to hide. Okay, and that's it. All we need to do is test that it's working. So to do that, I'm just going to go to File and Folio Preview, and that should launch our DPS. Let's just move the Adobe Content View onto the screen so that you can see it. And now when I click on that text, so remember this would be like an iPad user, so they would be it'd be a touch screen. But there you can see my scroll bar, and there you can see our scrollable text, so you can just scroll through it on the page. So it's working, and that's how you would create scrollable text.